John Harrison here, pro staff of B&M poles, and likes to wear those hook and bullet sunglasses.
Yes,
John, talk to us about basic fishing timber.
Like today here we have just some shorter timber, some taller timber. These fish a lot of times, summertime, will get up here and get in these timber and get in the shade. They'll get on the shady side of this timber. Sometimes they'll get in here where it's real thick, and sometimes they may be out on the edges. But we're just going to jig this timber today and see what we can come up with. See if we can't find a fish or two.
John, when you're fishing timber like this, do you jig a lot, or do you hold it still?
No, sir, I hold my jig still. I see a lot of people, the mistake they make is they feel like they have to jig it up and down. Most of the time, those crappie want that thing sitting dead still or just floating by them. But we had a little bite right there. But for the most part, I keep mine still.
Now, when you're fishing standing timber, do you fish all of it and determine what's best, like the short stobs you're fishing now?
Yes, sir.
Or the big tall timber, thick ones?
Yes, sir. I'm going to go through every bit of it and fish every bit of the timber. And that way I can determine where the fish are, if they're on the shorter stuff, if they're on the taller stuff, or maybe out on the edges of it. But I'm gonna fish it all just to find out.
And a lot of times, if you can find a cluster of stumps together like that, is that better?
Yes, sir. Sometimes they will get in that cluster of trees and that real thick stuff, and they'll pack up, especially black crappie. They love their pack oriented. They like to get, you catch one, generally there's another one or two around there, if not more. There's your fish, right there.
Way to go.
Just a good crappie. That's a white, but you know, just a good, solid, nice crappie. You can fish these fish.
This is what fishing timber is all about.
Yes, sir. Just taking your time and picking out every little spot in the timber, in the brush, every little hole. Just because you throw it by a tree one time doesn't mean there's not a crappie there. You might want to fish the other side, the back side of it. You just got to jig around the trees. Just keep your jig still. Start out higher in the water column, and then start working your jig down slower and lower and lower until you get bit. Then move on to the next tree. If he's not on that one, he may be on the next one or the next stump. But you can catch
nice
fish.
Like that. Let's go catch some more.
You got it.